Okay, I'm here in Orlando in Powergen, and this booth that you're seeing here is the FMEQ, the Access Solution Station, which essentially gets deployed at power plants, at nuclear power plants or cogen plants, when basically they ensure that the right tools are in the right place at the right time. Looking at me here is Eric. Eric runs the Solutions Group. He's the Director of Solutions at Access, and Eric's going to talk us through a day in the life of a millwright worker and how the new system is going to transform his everyday operations.
Wow, I'm on TV. Cool. Anush, thanks. What we're going to show you is an auto ID program that enables a manual system with efficiencies that just aren't possible. People are amazed at what we can do with technology.
Okay.
So I'm a mill worker.
Okay.
I'm going to come up and get checked in, not only myself but also with tools, and it has to go quick because I have to get to my job.
Okay, great. And so now here we have the FME tech manning a couple of stations, and we'll talk through that too. And go ahead, Eric, come in and get.
So I've got a badge.
Okay.
I come in. I say, you don't want to check in.
Oops. There we go. That's.
That was so fast you couldn't even get it on the video. Oh my gosh.
That was quick.
Okay, now I've got tools too.
And all of this happens manually today with the paper.
Everything's paper right now. We're automating the process.
What we have here is a badge that has an RFID tag in it. It also has a human readable ID and a name on it, so you can find the person in any of those ways.
Okay.
So do I have all my personal protective gear? I got a hard hat.
That's
right. So
right.
is that enough on this job?
Great question. So the first thing is we're going to check his PPE. For a trade show, you're doing pretty good, Eric. You don't need a hard hat or safety glasses, so you're fine. The second thing is when a person goes into an FME zone, we want to make sure they're not carrying any personal items that they're not supposed to.
Right.
I noticed you don't have any earrings or...
Yeah, I took all my piercings out.
Can I have your cell phone?
No, you can't. Okay.
So it looks like he's clean. We're going to...
All right, let's go ahead and check him in.
Actually make sure that they are verified, and now the next step is for Eric to set out his tools.
Okay, I've got tools, and I've got a number of things I want to take in here.
And these are all tagged?
Yeah, these are all tagged. I want to take in a ratchet.
And they mount on metal?
They mount on metal.
And whose tags are you guys using?
Xerify tags, the tags we're using.
Okay.
I also need to take in a component.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to take this bolt in.
Oh, there we go. That's the flush mount metal tags.
Yep. Beautiful. And I also want to take this zip tie in.
Okay.
It's different than most zip ties that you see now.
Okay,
Tie
there we
wraps
go.
also.
And off it goes.
And I also have a lanyard that eventually I'll put in, but right now I'm just going to keep that off to the side.
Fantastic. Okay. And so they're all red.
So Eric, how many tools do you have in front of you?
Well, I think I've got I got 3 tools.
Three tools, great.
Yep.
If you look up at the screen.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I forgot. I've also got a socket.
Aha.
4. My mistake.
That's all right.
Oh, socket, okay.
So we can see that,
What's the difference?
oh, this tool right here was a ratchet.
Okay.
And we recognize the ratchet right away because it has an RFID tag attached to it.
Okay.
The socket's too small to get its own tag yet.
Okay.
But what we have here is we have a barcode on it. And the barcode lets us identify the socket. Okay. You can also have a human readable stencil number. You could deal with that as well.
I know we can type it in, but so you're telling me I can manually put it in.
Yep.
I can make sure it's in there via a barcode, and I can also with the tag have it automatically read. So I've got any way in any combination
On the same tool.
On the same tool.
That's correct.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's complete the check-in and
So now we have 4 tools. So the next step here is you can see that we identify these tools in a list down below, and the FME technician goes ahead and scans each one of them to verify that they're looking at the right tool.
Okay, so you can basically take pictures to make sure that the tool that goes in comes out in the same state that it comes out.
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay. So you can blow up the picture right there.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm ready to take my tools in now. Can I?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I need to go one by one and make sure that I got the condition of each of these tools validated.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I can't just run in.
No, we don't want you running in, Eric. Okay. So you can see that the technician can make notes on the condition of the tool and says this actually went in with the socket. So we're going to make sure it comes out looking like that.
Okay, so you're physically inspecting each tool to ensure we aren't introducing FME.
So the goal here is to make the tedious things fast, but to make sure that we're still keeping the integrity of the whole process.
Got it.
Good. Okay, so you got each one.
Now
You've looked at them.
That's right. And now I'm going to go ahead and authorize you.
There,
every
let me
time.
make sure I got that.
Yep, and this is, if Moses was here, and he is, he would call this a mount in metal tag.
So
Tag
describe, what is this thing?
This is a bolt head. It's a very special bolt head that has an RFID tag embedded inside of the bolt head. So there is just no way you're going to be able to get that tag out of that bolt.
Awesome.
We think that this is how tools are going to look like going forward.
Okay, sounds good. So I want to take my tools. I got a job to do, so let me get going here.
Let it get out of here while we check him in.
Let's authorize the socket also.
Oh, great. Okay, so comes back in and gives me a summary, and he's checked in.
That's right.
Perfect. So now he's done with the day, and then, he comes back. What happens? You check him out as well?
Yep. Let's pretend that Eric's going to come back. Hey, Eric, are you going to come back to check out your tools?
No, I left them in. Can I go anyway?
You can, but you want to actually walk through checkout as well.
Oh, he's back?
He's back.
Okay. So now you're going to check him out.
That's right.
Which
So
means
you're saying I have to have my tools out and the system stops me from just leaving without my tools. It says, hey, listen, flag.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So let's go to the next screen here.
And what does it say?
It says this is what he checked in. And there
He's
was a
not brought
bold...
something back.
What's
Yeah,
that?
what's with the missing thing there? I don't get
Yeah, the socket. Remember the socket? What kind of tag does it have on it?
Oh, it's a barcode. It's not an RFID.
Exactly. So the system can't find it automatically, but the technician can say, I see it, and the number looks right. So you can go ahead and identify.
Okay.
Now you're
So you're confirming there. Good. Good.
That's right. Now we can again inspect the condition of the tools to make sure that it looks kind of like how it was when it went in.
Okay.
And in case there's any missing parts, we'll send you back, Eric. So hold on, you're not out of the woods yet. Okay, there you go. The ratchet still has a socket. You're good.
Okay, so I'm done.
Okay, now you're done.
I can go to break.
That's right. So we had 4 items. All were authorized. No deviations. We're not going to get into the other complex stuff. You're done.
Excellent. Boy, that was fast.
Fantastic. Okay, so what have you got going on this next station here, real quick?
So what we have here is, this is the report format that Access Solutions uses to report up at the end of the job as to exactly what happened.
Okay.
So we are looking at the daily tool log, which is, here's what Eric did today.
Okay.
So you can see that just a few minutes ago, he checked in the following tools into the work area.
So we've gone from physical world data to real-time report.
That's correct. And the real-time report is in exactly the same format that the manual process uses today. You got a question, Eric?
How do we help your business, Eric, with this?
Well, I look at this and I think of a number of things. First of all, I have an enormous amount of data that I can slice and dice any way I want to pull the reports up. So I've got a lot of accountability. I have an audit trail for oversight, nuclear oversight, whatever oversight I've got. I've also got a paper trail that if something happens to the system, which has really got a lot of redundancies and backups, and it's amazing. Well, I can still keep working, so I never shut that system down.
Got it.
Zone.
Got it. So you've got a mission critical auto ID system,
Absolutely.
and you've got a backup, and so you're providing, you're increasing efficiency, accuracy, as well as your compliance.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, what do you got the little thing behind there?
Well, there is one more thing.
Okay. There's always one more thing.
There's always one more thing. If I want a summary of what's happening, a snapshot of the job,
Okay.
I can look at this right-hand side of the screen and I see entrants. I've got 2 entrants that went in, 2 that came out. I don't have anybody left in the zone. I can see very quickly. Tools, I've got 14 that went in, 10 that went out. Wait a minute. I've got nobody in the zone, but I've still got 4 tools in there. What's up with that? I've got to find those tools.
Okay.
I've got accountability.
And fantastic. And these are all more granular details of what you did.
Exactly what time, what tool, who's got them.
So you're not basically diving into reams and reams of paper trying to find out where something is.
Yeah, no more 70, 80 pages. Now I can look at one screen, get all that information.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks a lot.
This gives me a real good insight into how this is going to change the FME industry, transform it. Thank you much.